Today's recipe only takes 5 ingredients, super easy. We're gonna go ahead and start with some chocolate chips and some coconut oil, some peanut butter, and powdered sugar with a little bit of sea salt. We're gonna go ahead and melt the chocolate in 30-minute increments in the microwave and get our baking sheet and muffin liners. Microwave your peanut butter. This is gonna make it incredibly easy when mixing it together, so it brings it down to a nice consistency so you're not fighting against it so much. I mean, you are, it's peanut butter. What are you gonna do? I put half of my baking powder and salt mixture in, and I begin to stir it. Now, while that's going on, I'm still microwaving the chocolate to get it together so it's nice and melted and ready to be coated on the bottom of the muffin tins. Also, make sure you have room in your freezer for the muffin tins because you're going to be using it to kind of blast chilies down. Now, I grab a spatula and off camera, get the peanut butter out of the whisk because we're not going to use the whisk anymore. We're going to use the spatula for the remaining of the peanut butter. Now that the chocolate and coconut oil is nice, melt, sheen, glossy, we're going to go ahead and get a spoonful into each of the cupcake liners. I did about 6 of the peanut butter cups for this recipe. Also, the chocolate that I'm using is the Enjoy Life, so it's vegan. So if you have anybody that cannot eat dairy, this is the perfect recipe for them. If you also have someone that's allergic to peanuts, substitute it for sunflower or almond butter. Now that all 6 have chocolate in the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and put those in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes to let the chocolate set, while we continue to work on the peanut butter mixture. You're gonna add in the remainder of the powdered sugar, and you're gonna use a spatula to kind of work it. The ideal consistency that we are looking for when we're stirring this is to be almost like a dough consistency, or I wanna say about 1 step before that. So we're gonna carefully mix in the rest of the powdered sugar and get it kind of smashed together. Now you're gonna see that when I was formulating this recipe, I was doing a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 parts peanut butter, or sorry, I apologize. 2 parts powdered sugar to 1 part peanut butter. And I realized it still was a lot drier than I was looking for. So I went ahead and added more melted peanut butter. The adjustment is made in the recipe in the description box and on the blog, so you don't have to worry about that. You can also add more or less if you like it. Honey, this is for you. Don't even worry about following a recipe to the T. This is just basic guidelines. And as you're seeing, it's becoming more of that like dough, Play-Doh like consistency. That's what we're looking for because it is going to have that great taste and texture that you are used to having with peanut butter cups. I'm going to show you a little up close what that looks like. See? Nice. As smooth as you can get it. So we're going to take some powdered sugar on a plate. I am dusting my fingertips with this. I will also move on to like dusting my palm, but we're going to make these into like little peanut butter discs that are gonna go in the. So we're gonna take about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of the mixture, and we're gonna roll it around the powdered sugar, almost again like it's dough, and then roll it on the palm of my hand to kind of get a round ball. And then I'm gonna form a disc in the middle of my palm, something that's a little bit smaller than the cupcake liners themselves, and flatten it out a little bit. Once I get it to a size that I'm ready and feel like it's perfect, I'm going to take it off the palm of my hand, dump it in a little bit more powdered sugar so then it doesn't stick to the plate, and get the rest rolled out. Now that they're ready to go, the chocolate should be nice and set. And we don't want this to be hard because we want the peanut butter and chocolate to kind of be coherent with each other. So we're going to smush it down in there a little bit. And as you notice, the liners were not completely in the muffins. You can now slide the liners into the tin, and it's gonna make the chocolate fold around the peanut butter disc. Pretty nifty. And then you're gonna take the remainder of the chocolate and spoon it over the top. And as you notice with this one, there's a little gap that it didn't cover. You're gonna go ahead and after you get all the chocolate onto the remainder of the peanut butter cups, you're gonna go back and kind of auto-correct that little spot. And then tap, 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 tappity tap that peanut butter in. Because you want the tops to be as flat as possible. We're looking for, you know, that edible factor. Now, after you put these in and let the chocolate set, you're good to go. Have a good holiday.